Hello and welcome to this audio-video overview of the position Executive Digital Marketing Account Manager for Globerunner in Dallas, specifically in the suburb of Addison, here in the DFW Metroplex. Now, what this is an overview of a lot of the information that's in the position profile and more. And because this is time sensitive, we're giving you all this information up front via this audio video so that you can make an intelligent decision about whether or not this is the right opportunity for you. So what we're doing is we're trying to aggressively move forward with this job posting and this opportunity. And if we had to set an appointment to meet with you and have a recruiter spend time with you to answer your questions and provide information and ask you questions, it would take a long time to schedule the interviews and it would protract this process out. So what we're doing is we're going to provide you a bunch of detail right now in this audio video overview, and then we're going to ask you for some additional information if this is right for you to move you to the next steps. So what that does is effectively the same information that we would give you if you were on the phone with a recruiter, and it's also the same information if you were asking us questions. So it moves us along very, very quickly, and basically we get to second or third base, and then when we have an appointment scheduled with you, we are already good to go and can have a much more meaningful conversation. So who's this for? Again, you're a candidate for the Executive Digital Marketing Account Manager position with Globerunner. And congratulations, because you've already been pre-screened and you were identified as a candidate who matched the minimum qualifications. We already are now in the process of rating and ranking different candidates. And so you're actually in the middle of the process already based on your background and experience. So the next steps from here is, now that we've received your resume, we've sent you an email. In this email, you've got a link to this job description, audio, video, and then you also have some things that we want you to download. We want you to be very familiar and comfortable with the position description, the requirements, and what's expected in the position. If everything lines up with your career goals and objectives and your experience, we want you to complete the questionnaire that's also provided in the form of a link. Now, after we receive that, we're going to immediately review it and notify you of next actions. So let's get on with it, because I have a lot of information to cover, and we're just going to jump right in. So first of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Mark Galvan. I'm a recruiting manager, and my real key objective is to create a win-win scenario here so that all the stakeholders in this process achieve a great outcome. So obviously you as a candidate are looking for a great place to work that's in line with your career goals. Well, we're looking for a great person for this position. And our customers want us to select a great person too, because you're going to be working with our customers and our clients. And then, of course, you have some stakeholders at home, your family or whoever supports you, and we want them to feel like, yes, you got a great opportunity and this is terrific. So we've got multiple people who we want to feel like they won in this process. Again, this is an aggressive timeline. We call this process an accelerated virtual recruiting model. And now that you're getting this audio video version, things are going to move along fairly quickly. So you're probably watching this here in the end of August, and we expect the process to take a week or two, at the most 3. But again, we're moving very, very quickly. So first of all, does this sound like you? Are you looking for maybe an opportunity to get out of a position where there was kind of a dead end? If you've ever been in a job where it feels like you can never get promoted unless somebody dies or somehow the business wins new work, you're just stuck. If that's you, this may be an ideal chance to leapfrog in your career to another level. Perhaps you're looking for more money. You've been in a role where you've been doing the work already but haven't been highly rewarded, or you're looking for a chance to improve your resume. You understand that when you work with great customers, those logos are now on your resume. It's not just the company you work for, it's all the clients you support too. Or maybe you're looking for some organization that's stable and has a long-term track record of growth and opportunity. If any one of those things sound like you, then this may be the place you need to be, because this is not just a job. This is a chance to learn and grow and develop in your career. There's a career path internally, and for some people, this is a stepping stone to a much more lucrative and bigger opportunities with more responsibility in their career. So first of all, we're going to go over a little bit more information about the company, what makes them unique, why is Globe Runner so special, and a little bit more about the job. So first of all, Globe Runner has been around for more than a decade, and that's unique all by itself because longevity is a big deal in this industry. We'll talk about that more in a few minutes. The core values for the business are, number one, put clients first, then lead with integrity, and then own the work, and then play to win, and then never stop learning. So this is something that we see show up in all different parts of the business. These core values, we believe, are the essential components of being able to be highly successful. And we have a ground control, the mission control team that's actually responsible in the business for all the work that's being done with clients to help them go into orbit in terms of their own business growth. So some of the things that are very unique, like I said, over 10 years in the market is really interesting. Most ad agencies are small, they don't have longevity, and they don't have a long-term track record of success. They come and go all the time. But one of the things that's also unique is that here at Globe Runner, we have a group of experts in all different types of disciplines. And these are all top-notch people within their own specific fields. So we've got tactical people that are involved in the execution models. We've got strategic people that work with the customers and the clients. And we have those with the technical skills that help deploy these things. So this is a very unique package of capabilities. It gives us the ability to go to market and provide a customer a turnkey solution, from strategy to solution design to deployment and maintenance and management going forward. And that's very powerful because we're also divided alongst several lines of capability, including SEO and content marketing and email marketing and other things. We've got all these disciplines covered. And so the strategies are integrated solutions. Now, the proof is really, though, in the results. When you look at our client case studies, and there's a website, a page that you can go to, it's globerunner.com/testimonials. And you'll see right there that the clients that have worked with Globe Runner for years have wonderful things to say. And these are folks that stick around a very long time because of very consistent results that are achieved. So another thing that's unique about the business is just our focus on and passion for the middle market. There's a lot of small agencies and individual consultants. There's marketing consultants everywhere, and they work with real small businesses that just don't have an internal marketing team. And then there's always the big agencies that are trying to land the big whales, the big accounts that are worth a lot of money, but organizations that are dedicated in serving that middle market. And this feels great to be able to work for and represent an organization like this. Between core values, longevity, stability, market differentiation, strong capability and capacity, and a team of experts, it's a real exciting environment. So the job itself as an executive account manager, your mission is really to drive not just client retention, but also client profitability and client results. It's a solution that if it all works, then everyone's going to be happy. The client is going to be getting results from their marketing efforts, which is going to drive revenue for the organization. They're going to increase their spend with us as an organization. They're going to be retained for a long period of time, and they're going to be profitable for our business. So that's your goal. And if you have all that working together, it's like a lot of momentum with that client, and that's what we do. Now, what's the work really like? Well, if we had to create a day in the life. It would be full of client meetings and conversations, strategy meetings, responding to emails, exactly what you would expect. But you're also involved in developing some pretty complex marketing strategies for clients. Now that means we're talking about high-level, comprehensive, and integrated marketing plans. So there's got to be an understanding about, basic website technical assessments and content strategy, SEO strategy, paid advertising, and email marketing. And then conversion optimization from campaigns that are being executed on all these different levels. So if you are like a real geek about this stuff and you love the strategy behind it and you want to work with a team that's going to make you look really good and can pull off your strategic designs for marketing and advertising campaigns, then this is like the ultimate heaven. Obviously, you're going to be also responsible for analyzing the campaign results, the strategy, the data and analytics that come out of the work. Everything from campaign ad spend to website traffic, user metrics, and on and on and on. So you got to be able to manage multiple tasks because you're going to have multiple clients. Now, one of the things that is sometimes a little confusing to candidates that apply to GlobeRunner is they think that if they've worked managing outside agencies, that means they're qualified. So that means, for example, you worked for a large company, you're in the marketing advertising department, and you're using an advertising agency, and you're managing their work. They're a third-party vendor to you. Okay, that doesn't count. That's not what we're talking about. Sometimes people think, well, I worked in a big company and we were responsible for all of our own internal marketing. We developed our own ad campaigns, SEO, digital marketing, email, etc. No, that doesn't count either because all you're doing is you're promoting your own organization. You may be responsible for developing strategy and plans and execution, but that's not like being accountable to a client who's paying you to develop their ad strategy, their marketing strategy. So what we're really looking for are those people that have had agency experience. So like when you get the questionnaire, you're going to be asked questions like, how many years of experience do you have and what kind of experience do you have specifically in being part of an outside ad agency team. So what that means is you've got a team that you're working with, and that's what you do. You are in a marketing agency. You're building websites, you're building landing pages, you're building digital campaigns, you're doing all these things, and you may have 10 clients. And these are not business units in your own company. These are 10 separate businesses in various markets and industries. So it's a fast-paced environment. You learn a lot. I tell candidates all the time that if you have a chance to work in this kind of environment, you'll be worth 20 to 30% more down the road than if you just go to work for a company internally and manage their own stuff. Because you get like 10 years of experience in 3 years. That's just the byproduct of working with multiple clients. That's why consultants are so highly paid. It's because they get so much experience in a short period of time, they become really dangerous, really super knowledgeable. So just to clarify, that's really what we're looking for, folks that have that kind of background and experience. Now, the salary is published at $60,000 to $75,000 a year. That's a fixed salary. It's not a commission-based, but it could be higher for the right person. I mean, if you come in and you got 10 years of agency experience and you've managed, a dozen or more accounts, and you've got background and capability and all these things, you're in a sweet spot, and you're the kind of person we're looking for. But the salary is not just designed to attract a great person. We want to reward you for consistent results. So there's opportunities for you to grow with the business, and we have an internal framework for career pathing. That means even as a executive account manager, that's not a dead end. You could be a senior account manager with the right additional experience and training, and then you could be in a supervisory role at a director level and higher. So it's a wonderful place to be in terms of growth. Now, the benefits are ridiculous. I mean, we could talk about health insurance and dental and vision and 401k, but everybody has that stuff. When you look at and download our total rewards, you'll see that we have so much more. I mean, there's an education budget, long-term growth opportunities, and then there's a bunch of intangible things, not to mention just a lot of professional flexibility. Look at the total rewards. I mean, it's completely sick. There's so many things that Globe Runner does to invest in you and take care of you. So, I don't want to take up more time because you can download it and look at it all. But bottom line is, because we're part of the recruiting team, we can kind of take a hands-off position on this because we're not the hiring team. You'll be meeting with somebody that's part of the operations in the business. But from our perspective, a lot of times people will take a job like this because, number one, they need a job. They need the money. Maybe they're in transition. But this is more than just a job. This is even potentially more than a career. For somebody that's really looking for a growth opportunity or they're on a mission, they've already decided this is what they want to do and this is where I want to go. Wow, that's fantastic, because if you have that long term in mind, like one of Stephen Covey's habits of begin with the end in mind, you're playing with something that can make you a lot more valuable. Like I said, so, if down the road you want to own your own agency or you want to move up to a VP level or you want to be at a C level within an organization, or maybe you want to migrate one day into making sales and make even more money and develop solutions for clients, there's a lot of flexibility. So it's a lot more than just a job. And that's probably the biggest thing I want to emphasize. So real quick, the requirements are, you have to have a high school degree or equivalent. The bachelor's degree would be definitely a plus because, if you've got a background in business or marketing or communication, that's great. Now, if you've got relevant business experience that, covers for the degree, then, we'll absolutely consider that as well. One of the things that is noteworthy here also is the required experience, because we really want you to have already 5 to 8 years. This is a very senior level role. So you need to have at least 5 to 8 years of managing accounts and strong in digital marketing. And we'll take a look at every single person that submits the questionnaire, but for you specifically, we've already looked at your background, so we're trying to get more information from you through that process. You got to have, obviously, great computer skills, internet research capability. You also need to have great communication skills. That's what you would expect. You're a professional person. You've got professional English in both written and verbal. You've got the ability to manage people well, because you're not supervising people, but you're a senior stakeholder. You're working with a lot of different groups in the delivery of these services, including the client. You're also a flexible person. You're also demanding of yourself. I mean, nobody should demand more of you than you. So if you're that kind of person and you're self-motivated and you can work independently and you can meet deadlines and you can take ownership of the work and you're not afraid to take accountability because you will figure it out. If you don't know, you will figure it out. Then you're our kind of person. So, of course, all the technical skills you would expect, internet, Adobe, this would be a plus in order for creating reporting and analytics. So that's a lot of information, and I want to wrap up because I don't want to go too long, but I wanted you to be able to listen to all this so that you'd have kind of more context than just having to read the job description and the position profile. But from here now, if this excites you, then absolutely, we want you to complete the questionnaire. And you know what? Even if you're not a perfect match for the role, complete the questionnaire anyway. That way, you're on our radar. If we have another job opening that's similar, we'll let you know. We do that all the time. We let candidates that have come across our path in the past, we let them know about other opportunities. In the questionnaire, we want to know a few things. We want you to be open and honest about your prior experience, your technical expertise. There's some questions in there that ask you to attest to your own technical expertise in different levels. You do not want to overinflate your technical skills, because if you say, I am ridiculously expert at this, well, we might just expect you to start training people on that. And then all of a sudden you'd be like, yeah, I didn't know it that well. So be honest. And then that also helps us understand, where you might need some skilling up or some additional training to be high performing in your role. Tell us more about you. Don't leave stuff blank if there's something that you want to communicate. And we're also going to ask you if you know of anybody that might need our services to help us grow as a business and help them grow. If they have a need for what we do, shoot, they might even be one of your accounts if you're the person you have come on board the business. So this is an open dialogue with you, and we want to have a professional discussion to see if this is truly, truly the right fit on both sides. And you know what? If it's not, if you find out, hey, we're a cool company, but it's not really the right fit or not the right time, do not get discouraged. We want you to feel like it was worth the effort, that you learned something in the process, and we appreciate you taking the time to participate and to competitively compete for the role. Matter of fact, at the end of it, we will absolutely provide you some resources to some things that will help you on your career journey, help you with resume writing, help you with interviewing, because we really believe that everybody is a rock star in the right seat on the right bus. That means you're a VIP when you find the right place to go. So we wish you Godspeed in your own endeavor to find the right place. And if it's here, then that's fantastic. So again, my name's Mark, and thank you so much for listening to this and participating in this process. And we'll look forward to hearing from you through the questionnaire. And don't forget to download the other goodies.